The latest, US leads in 3 of 4 early Ryder Cup matches. The latest on the Ryder Cup10 a.m.The. The opening Ryder Cup matches have all moved to the back 9, with the US ahead in 3 and Europe leading in 1.Jon Rahm made more than 100 feet in putts to lift himself and European teammate Sergio Garcia to a 2-up lead over Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas through 13 holes in Friday's first match. In the last match off on a chilly morning at Whistling Straits, Rory McIlroy and Poulter lost the first 5 holes and trailed Americans Patrick Cantlay and Xander Schauffele 5 down at the turn. The most lopsided foursome matches in Ryder Cup history finished 7 and 6. In the middle 2 matches, Brooks Koepka and Daniel Berger held a 1-up lead over Lee Westwood and Matt Fitzpatrick through 10, and Dustin Johnson and Collin Morikawa were 2-up on Paul Casey and Viktor Hovland through 11. 9:10 a.m. Jon Rahm's putter is still hot. Rory McIlroy and Poulter are ice cold. Rahm has made 99 feet worth of birdie putts to stake himself and Sergio Garcia to a 2-up lead over Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth through the first 8 holes of the Ryder Cup. Further back on a chilly morning at Whistling Straits, McIlroy and Poulter have lost their first 5 holes against Patrick Cantlay and Xander Schauffele. They are 5 down after 5.
The other American teams hold 1-up leads in the middle 2 alternate shot matches. Those pit Dustin Johnson and Collin Morikawa against Paul Casey and Viktor Hovland, and Brooks Koepka and Daniel Berger versus Lee Westwood and Matt Fitzpatrick. 8:45 a.m. The star of the show early on day 1 at the Ryder Cup is Jon Rahm's putter. The top-ranked Spaniard has made 84 feet worth of birdie putts over the first 7 holes to stake himself and Sergio Garcia to a 1-up lead over Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth. Rahm has made putts of 12, 14 and 58 feet over the first 7 holes. The 12-footer on the par 3 7th forced Thomas to make an 8-footer to tie, but the American's putt fell off to the right. But that's the only match the Europeans are leading. Paul Casey and Viktor Hovland are tied with Dustin Johnson and Collin Morikawa after 6. Brooks Koepka and Daniel Berger are 2-up over Lee Westwood and Matt Fitzpatrick through 5. And Patrick Cantlay and Xander Schauffele have won their first 3 holes against Rory McIlroy and Poulter. All 4 matches are on the course on a chilly opening morning at the Ryder Cup. The European team of Sergio Garcia and Jon Rahm fell behind early in their foursomes match but won back-to-back holes to go 1-up against Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas through 4. Rahm made a 60-foot putt for birdie to take the lead. Dustin Johnson and Collin Morikawa took a 1-up lead after the first against Paul Casey and Viktor Hovland, but the Europeans drew even when Casey hit his tee shot on the par 3 3rd to 5 feet and Hovland converted. Brooks Koepka and Daniel Berger are even after 1 hole against Matt Fitzpatrick and Lee Westwood. Westwood missed an 8-foot putt for birdie and the lead. And Poulter and Patrick Cantlay have each hit their opening tee shots in the morning's final match. Poulter is teaming with Rory McIlroy and Cantlay with Xander Schauffele. According to a monitor used by NBC, Poulter's heart rate was 133 when he hit his opening shot in the middle of the fairway. 7:10 a.m. The Ryder Cup is underway on a chilly morning at Whistling Straits. Engulfed by horseshoe-shaped stands with thousands of fans chanting USA, USA in 50-degree F weather, Sergio Garcia led off the day's first foursomes match with a tee shot up against the lip of a bunker left of the fairway. Garcia and Jon Rahm, each from Spain, were facing Justin Thomas and Jordan Spieth in the day's first match. Thomas placed his opening tee shot in the middle of the fairway. The next match off is between Dustin Johnson and Collin Morikawa of the United States and Paul Casey and Viktor Hovland of Europe. The other matches pit Brooks Koepka and Daniel Berger against Lee Westwood and Matt Fitzpatrick, and Patrick Cantlay and Xander Schauffele against Rory McIlroy and Poulter. The US is trying to recapture the cup after losing in Paris 3 years ago. Europe has won the Ryder Cup in 9 of the last 12 meetings.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe.